I think she and I would make a great couple, but she's not really into sensitive, smart guys.
Oh,
because on her Instagram,
boo this guy, boo OP suck.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? My name is Josh Shell, host of Am I the Asshole Fridays. With me are my two co-hosts, Sean Salvino and John Consignato. What is up, boys?
Not too much, just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, my wife is fully a Wikimaniac now. She listens to the show.
What?
Yeah.
Who's her favorite?
I'm gonna have to say Josh because she's racist.
Wait, can we hold on? Can we talk about Sean bullying one of our reviewers to
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Did you listen to the episode without you, Josh?
I did, because I clipped it for TikTok.
Okay, so
I had to.
there was a review where they said that you're the favorite. And then Sean went in this fucking epic rant, just like, of course you'd pick the white guy because you're fucking racist. So I read that review, and then hold on, let me find it real quick.
I think I skipped that part because I didn't have to clip that part.
Yes. So
Maybe that's what it was.
Sean pretty much said that our reviewers are as a joke. Of course they're not. So thank you for
I
leaving
apologized
that.
many times.
And this was the review. Okay, so they read that, and then they edited it to and this is from classy_diamond_life. Thank you for leaving a review anyways. And then they edited it where they added, P.S. I do like John and Sean too. They make me laugh all the time. Sean is a
That's
fucking
funny.
bully.
Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't be here to stand up for you.
Dude, you
That's
wanna
unacceptable.
know, full tirade, dude. It was fucking amazing.
I like how the weirdest thing gets Sean upset. It's always a weird thing. Just sets him off. Oh, that's funny.
It's when he's not mentioned or no money comes his way. That's when he gets
what
upset.
it is.
That's not true,
Yeah.
guys. That one, I
mostly
just
true.
saw an opening. And I was like, you know, it'd be really funny.
Oh, that was when you guys screamed, "This is our world," way.
Yes.
Okay, I do remember that. Jesus.
Thank you for leaving that review, though, and actually including
I
us
appreciate
now.
it.
That's called
I
diversity
appreciate it.
and inclusion.
Yeah,
We
that's
provide
how-
the diversity, and you included us.
I don't like the standard that if I have a stand, it's racist. And have to apologize.
We need you to do a press release, Josh, saying I am not racist.
Oh, man.
Do a Kyrie. I'll donate,
Oh,
but I'm
God.
not apologizing.
Oh my God, please don't.
Okay. I forgot it's my episode. You guys kind of took it over there. My
Sorry.
bad.
Sorry about it.
That's John and Sean. They think everyone who likes me are racist.
Yes.
That's their
That's
intro
what Sean
for
thinks.
this
I just
episode.
laughed.
You make one joke one time.
So on today's episode, we have an Incel Chemistry class.
Oh my God.
We have a husband who laughs at a miscarriage.
Oh, asshole immediately.
A Roomba that causes more of a mess than it cleans up.
My Roomba is an asshole.
And,
Do you have a pet? They're known to take a poop.
Doo-doo. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, really? On
Yeah.
Roombas?
They're,
No,
they're
like
not
if
to
it's just on the floor and then the Roomba
Yeah.
just doesn't detect it and they'll just spread shit
Oh,
around.
just
I
spread
understand.
shit
I
everywhere.
understand. Gotcha. I've never had that issue. I have
Luckily,
like the really cheap one.
And cats also have litter boxes.
Yes,
My
true.
Roomba's
I guess, yeah, it's not a dog.
Stupid as hell. Like it always gets stuck. It's always flipped when I find it. It's so dumb.
Yeah. And for our final story, I go off script. I go off the grid. I change it up, and we'll see what that gets to. After that,
What a
for our
tease.
patrons only, we have a husband who believes his wife was inappropriate, and we have a forced DNA test. So, if you want to hear those last two stories, support us, and get ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network and sign up today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Spotify doesn't have a like button, but you can subscribe. Same with Apple Podcasts. You can give us a rating. Let me know if you like me.
Yeah, let me know too if you like Josh.
Don't be afraid. I will stand up for you.
This is our world. Don't be afraid.
Oh God.
Make Reddit on Wiki great again.
That's a merch. We're gonna start wearing fucking red hats.
A red hat.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Man.
You know what?
I'm taking off my glasses. This is fucking up.
You know what?
Holy shit.
I bully Sean enough. This is karma. All right. Well, let's move into it. Into the first story. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Ready.
All right. Am I the asshole for putting mistakes in my shared Google Docs note? And this comes from, I'll let you think on it. And then this comes from user ShadowCatMD on our subreddit.
Oh, hey,
What do you guys
Shadowcat's
think?
very active on Discord too. So hi,
They are very
Shadowcat.
active on Discord. Yeah, yeah. Actually, they came up with the idea for flares on our on Reddit, which we have implemented, by the way. If I have not announced that anywhere, we have started. So you can get user flares if you want.
Make Sean a mod too, so he can mark his, because I've been marking his.
Sean would only promote his Venmo.
I don't have a Reddit account.
You do, and we know it is.
Okay, Sean Hemsworth.
Oh, God. So what do you think? Am I the asshole for putting mistakes in my shared Google Docs note?
If it's on purpose, then yes, obviously. If it's an accident, I mean, how are you supposed to know?
I don't know.
Accidents happen. You're right.
Accidents happen.
Pretentious vibes is what I'm getting.
Okay. I like the call.
Oh,
All
wait,
right,
but you
let's hop
teased
in.
this by having the incel. So if you're trying to
is this a
fuck up some
chemistry?
incels, then, I mean, by all
Maybe.
means.
All right. All right. So, I, 21 male, am currently taking Organic Chemistry 1. Needless to say, the class is incredibly tough. Luckily, though, I have been studying since day one, so I'm doing all right in the class. I am taking the class with a group of friends, so to help them out, I shared a personal note. God damn it, this person can't write.
Oh my god.
How are they passing chemistry?
Chemistry, not English.
Yes.
That's true, actually. Yeah. I am taking the class with a group of friends, so to help them out, I shared the personal notes that I take in class with them via Google Doc, and I encourage them to invite anyone they know. Recently, one of my friends invited a friend of theirs, let's call her Jess, 20 female, who I'd never really interacted with, but I have a massive crush on. I think she and I would make a great couple, but she's not really into sensitive, smart guys.
Oh,
because
no.
on her Instagram...
Boo this guy. Boo OP sucks.
Because on her Instagram, I see all her stories show her out with really jock-like men.
Dude. How do you write this and then not immediately feel like, wait, I'm the problem. I'm the issue.
Have you seen our YouTube comments, Sean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way,
Our-
Josh is talking YouTube Shorts. YouTube
Shorts.
YouTube
sorry.
regular. Y'all are killing it. Y'all are doing great.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Yeah, I don't want our YouTube users to be like, yo, wait,
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
What did I do?
We're really nice and insightful, which is true.
Yeah, they are. Our third exam is in a couple of days, and as I was going through the Google Doc, I realized that she was using the doc the most. You can see who looks at or edits the doc on our Google Docs, and the most of my friends would pop up sometimes, but I would see her icon pop up a lot. I know for a fact that she isn't doing well in the class, so I got a really good idea. I would put in subtle mistakes
I'm already knowing
in
that
the
this
doc
is a huge
so
bad
that she
idea.
wouldn't do well in the exam, and then I can offer to help tutor her.
You suck so bad.
Holy shit, dude.
She's
Yeah, she's not
spending
into-
thousands of dollars on this class.
Just for you to fuck it. Like she's clearly trying to learn it any way she can.
She's studying.
and you're just trying to fuck with her. That's shitty. This way I can interact with her and talk to her so that she'll realize that I have a great personality and we can hopefully go out.
Oh, brother.
Gee, bro.
I told my friend about this plan and they called me an, quote, incel asshole, quote.
Facts.
Personally,
They'd be right.
I think they're overreacting because
No.
Jess isn't going to do well either way, even if I don't make the mistakes.
What?
So my plan will...
Why don't you keep the thing good. And then if you think she's going to do bad anyways, when she does do bad, then you could offer. This way, she's going to see that you're putting in wrong notes. And then when you study together, she's going to be like, well, why did the note say this? Because that's obvious.
Yeah, why would she trust you if your notes are wrong?
Yeah.
Like,
What
this
the
is a flawed
fuck?
plan to
This
begin
is
with.
so dumb. You're so dumb.
Yeah.
You fucking
This
suck.
is like, if you were truly a good person, you would just be like, hey, I heard you're struggling. Would you want me to help you out? Like, offer it before so that she's not forced. Like, it's so fucked up and manipulative.
Just be like, you're already in a group with all these people on the fucking Google Doc.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, should we like have like in-person, like, do y'all need in-person like study groups? Because that would
There you go.
make it better. Then it's like everybody. It's not just, you're not being a fucking weird creep giving wrong notes to not only her, but you're fucking up all your friends too that go in there.
Yeah, they're calling you an asshole because they're like, I need those notes.
Everyone's going to fail.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. Sorry. So, personally, I think they're overreacting because Jess isn't going to do well either way, even if I don't make the mistakes. So my plan will actually benefit her grades while also allowing me to interact and talk with her. I think it's a win-win for everyone. But I was wondering if my friend may have been onto something.
Yes.
So am I the asshole?
Yes. 100% yes.
You think your plan is a 10, my guy. But on a pH scale, you basic. You fucking suck. Like you.
I don't know what that means.
pH scale? Like
I failed science.
Oh my god, never mind. I used to take chemistry. So, anyways,
And weren't you
dude,
a
it's just-
chemist before? Like you did some chemical
That's
shit?
true. I was a bioengineer. So okay, yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I was just a
I was
dumbass.
trying to make, chemistry puns.
How dare you be smart on this podcast?
Yeah, come on,
Come on,
John.
John.
Periodically,
We
just kidding.
we brand this as three idiots giving advice.
You can't be dropping chemical knowledge.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I failed out of university for this podcast.
But yeah, man, like, oh my god, like this guy is just I don't even know what to say. Like, besides, he's a dumbass.
Yeah, he's someone who thinks a lot highly of himself.
Yeah.
And
Very manipulative.
is very manipulative, thinks lowly of her because he's like, oh,
She's
she's
gonna fail
stupid. She's gonna
anyways,
fail
right.
this anyway. Yeah, she deserves better than you, first off. So your plan's not going to work either way. Second, like Sean said, offer a group tutoring session or whatever if you're actually that good at chemistry. And if she comes and you can get to know her that way. And if not, that's okay. There's plenty of other people that you can find and meet, and you don't have to force them to meet you and talk to you.
And listen to your friends. They sound like smart, reasonable people. They already warned you that you are an incel dumbass, and you still had the nerve to type all this shit out. Read it, probably
wild.
proofread it.
I'm glad you did write this out because you got I'm sure you got a lot of similar comments that your friend said from random Redditors. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's shocking to me that you have these types of friends and you're still this much of an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we can all agree,
Asshole.
A dumb
And
asshole.
we'll move on to the next story. So, am I the asshole for telling my niece my husband and I are not going to her birthday because my husband isn't welcome?
Damn, what'd the husband do?
This comes from user Zesty Close Close Clock 102, or what are we calling them? Mid dashes, whatever.
Mid-score.
Mid-dash.
Mid-score. Yeah, mid-score.
They cross-posted it on our subreddit. So what do you guys think? Asshole? Not asshole. Are you waiting to hear what the husband did?
I'm trying to figure out what the husband did.
I mean, I would say asshole anyway, because if you know that you're not welcome, I mean, why tell the niece anything? Why dampen her birthday party in any sort of way? Just be like, oh, sorry,
Fair.
we couldn't make it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's fair enough. Okay, well, let's hop into it and see who is the real asshole. So, I have been with my husband for 10 years. We have been married for 5 of those years. He has suffered horrific trauma at the hands of his dad. His parents were married and expecting twins when his mom suffered some kind of hemorrhage and ended up with eclampsia. I think that's how you pronounce it. My husband's mom and his twin sister did not make it, but my husband did after a period of time in the NICU.
That's rough.
Yeah, that is very rough. His dad told him that it was his fault that they had died.
Oh,
He had That's
no,
fucking
you don't
awful.
do that. The kid never had a choice.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's horrible, people.
So he had grandparents who meant the world to him and tried to shield him from his dad's anger. But when he was 8 years old, they also died. His father then blamed him, and he spent the next 10 years hearing day after day that he was the reason. And at no point did he have another person to reassure him that it wasn't. When we met, he had just started to heal. He was away from his dad and attending therapy. It was a big fear of his that what his dad said was true. He is a wonderful man, and his niece and nephews adore him. He was always so good with them and the rest of my family. In January 2020, I was pregnant and went for a scan when we learned that I had miscarried. As soon as my husband heard this, something inside of him broke. He started to unravel. He was in the middle of a mental health crisis, and he was doing some weird manic laugh that it was also a sob. He ran out of the room, and I followed after him concerned. My mom and sister both work at the hospital. My sister's a nurse while my mom works in the little gift store. Both saw him at his worst moment. They saw as medical personnel were forced to intervene because he was in the middle of a breakdown, hysterical and totally out of it. He was totally broken and nothing could reach him. It was the scariest moment of my life, the worst moment of his. And they judged him for, quote, laughing. Then they told the rest of the adults in my family, and they also judged him. All my family were aware of his history. He told them about it years ago. My husband ended up in the care of a psychiatrist who suggested that he needed a lot more help than therapy could provide. Instead of understanding, my family no longer wanted him around. They said a man who could laugh at his own wife's miscarriage was not the kind of man they wanted around the kids. I told them I would not leave him behind. My niece is turning 12 this year and is having her first big party since COVID. She called and said she wanted us there, but she hadn't seen us on her mom's list. I told her we wouldn't be able to come and that I was sorry, and that we both were sorry. She was upset and asked why she never saw us, why we wouldn't come to her birthday party, why do we miss them all now. I told her that my husband was not welcome by the other adults in the family anymore. She apparently yelled at her parents and mine. Then I got shit for telling them what I did. They said I had no business saying that. So am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, I was so wrong. I think ever since people have been telling me that I'm right, I have lost my power. But yeah, you're completely innocent here. You're standing by your husband. Like, he had his whole life, his whole childhood was taught that all he does is bring death. And then when he finally thinks he's out of it, he loses, his
Child,
first chance at a child. You know what I mean? Like, how would you, there's no proper way to grieve. You know what I mean? You can't judge somebody for how they grieve, especially knowing how they were raised. It's insane that they both work at a hospital and see mental health issues on the daily, I'm sure, and have zero empathy for this guy.
A guy who just lost a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you tried to tell her, like, oh, we just can't come, you know what I mean? But she asked, she's what? She's 12. So it's like, she's old enough to know. And, maybe that wasn't your place. Maybe it was, but, you're not the asshole for saying that.
Yeah, I'm going to completely agree with what Sean said. To me, the part that kind of ate me up too was he divulged that information to the family, and I think having that vulnerability and said like, hey, this is all I've been told since I was little. Everyone that I loved, I pretty much lost. And the people that were supposed to love me tell me I'm the bringer of like doom, pretty much, And for him to be able to discuss that with a family that he was probably hoping that will look at him as a normal person instead of a quote unquote like bad luck or like someone who brings nothing but sorrow, it's just disheartening that they couldn't stand by him when he was at his weakest point. And I am so glad that his wife was at least understanding that that wasn't a laugh. That was pure breakdown. And there's some people who cope and like handles things a certain way. And just because it didn't come out as the traditional way of coping of like crying or like sobbing and all that, and it came out like that, and all of a sudden he's villainized, it sucks because now it's just a circle of everything is coming back to him, and it's just he's reliving his childhood over and over and over again, and he did so much to try to recover from that, and just when he was about to get better, shit happened, and for that family to like compound that by like ostracizing him, the family is just a complete asshole in my book.
I agree 100%. You guys said most of everything, but to build off what Sean said, it's baffling to me that two people who work in healthcare saw what he was doing and didn't immediately go, oh, like this is a breakdown. This is clearly like a mental health crisis. Like this is him at his lowest point. He is literally just found out that he's lost a child. Maybe let's not judge him on this, this moment, because you don't know how you would react in that moment. It'd be just as traumatizing. And yeah, on top of that, they know everything that's happened in his past, or at least a good chunk of it. And so it's really shitty to cast him out of the family like that, because he's always looked for a family to support him. And it's awful that you aren't doing that. The wife is, sorry, her family isn't though. So I'm going to say not the asshole, because I think the parents and your sister need to be called out on their bullshit. And so if it takes their daughter or granddaughter calling them out to get them to accept your husband again, I mean, it takes what it takes. So you're 100% not the asshole, and props to you for standing by your husband like that. Ooh. All right. That was a heavy one. That was a heavy one. But, it's important to talk about that kind of stuff. We promote getting therapy. He's getting therapy, and he's doing everything right that way. So I wanted to highlight that as well, that he's trying to help himself, and kudos to him.
Yeah.
On that somber note, we are going to move into an ad break and take a breath, and we'll come back, hopefully with some more
assholes.
Not sad. So go listen to some ads and services. Bye.
Be one with your body. Chaturanga pose.
Manscaped.
Shave your balls.
All right, and we are back.
With shaved balls and assholes.
Shaved balls and assholes. I don't know about that, but balls for sure. Nose hairs.
Nose hairs clipped.
Ears hairs.
You don't use the nose hair thing for your...
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
How would you
I know
use
you just
it
got
on
a colonoscopy, Sean, but...
It's like,
it's open to be up to new things.
I missed the sensation.
Hey, man, whatever you're into.
Whatever floats your boat, my guy.
This is a family-friendly podcast,
Is
though.
it family-friendly? I don't think
no,
it's
we
family.
are listed as explicit.
Yeah, we've said asshole at least 30, 40 times.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about, we've read people fucking each other. So
Yeah, we do smut, actually, on this podcast. Yeah.
And we did smut on our Hot Ones episode. You can go check that out.
Oh my!
That's a plug for Patreon.
I'm sorry you had to edit that. It's we were probably suffering.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't edit it.
Perfect. No.
It's raw, just like that story.
Just like our assholes were for the next 2 days after.
Was that before or after your colonoscopy?
That was after.
Oh, definitely after. Definitely after.
Okay, I was going to say that would have been a rough week.
No, definitely not.
Shit coming out,
All
shit
right.
coming in. That would suck.
Okay, moving on from all that. Time to get into our third Am I the Asshole story. This one comes from user Kakimba, and this is from our subreddit. Am I the asshole for giving my cousin's wife a Roomba?
No, that's a gift.
That's a gift. I was gonna say it's a gift.
You once you've given it, that's how they use it is their own issue.
Sean's like, I would love a Roomba.
Yeah, give me a Roomba.
Someone just to give me one.
I need a replacement. Please send me one, please.
Just give me shit, guys.
Venmo Sean a Roomba.
Them motherfuckers are expensive.
They are fucking expensive. That's why I got the knockoff.
Yeah, I got
little-
knockoff.
It's a piece of
when
shit.
I had mine.
have the freaking combo with the bag, so it just automatically goes. Man, that's
Wow.
Oh my God.
cheap, bro. Like,
Bougie as shit. God damn.
I roll.
All right. Let's hop into it. My 40-year-old female cousin, 36 male. All right, they rate this weird. So the person talking is 40 female.
With this shit.
The cousin is 36 male.
Gotcha.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, there we go. We made
We've
it.
read these so many times.
I know. I have a hard time. Okay, guys. So my 40 female cousin, 36 male, married his wife, 35 female, 5 years ago. And in that time, she's been a welcomed member to our family. She's an academic and works as an assistant professor in a major city in the next state. Although she doesn't go to campus every day, she works from home the rest of the time. My husband, 42 male, and I stopped by the house a while ago for an unexpected visit, and we were shocked to see their house was a bit unorganized. It wasn't horrible, but the floors could have been vacuumed and there were dirty dishes in the sink. It's like a day-to-day thing for me. My cousin's wife does most of the cleaning, but ever since she started her new job, she has had less time for it because she's always grading or teaching.
Understand.
My cousin doesn't clean much because his dad is very traditional about gender roles and didn't raise him to help his wife clean the house. My cousin's wife has done a good job in teaching him to do more around the house, but it's been a long process. My cousin's wife had a birthday recently. My sister, 45 female, and I decided to buy her a Roomba to keep her house clean. My cousin had to privately apologize to me after the visit for the house not being as clean as it could have been. So my sister and I thought that the Roomba would be useful to her. Well, apparently it wasn't. She got upset at the implication that she was a bad housekeeper and that it was her solely responsibility to clean instead of encourage her cousin to help her more often. The thing that angered me was that my cousin's wife donated the Roomba to Goodwill.
Oh,
Damn.
If she didn't,
goddamn!
if she,
You can return that shit.
yeah, if she didn't want the gift, she could have returned it to me so that my sister and I could have gotten our money back. I don't think that I'm the asshole because she could have used the help, but now my cousin tells me that my cousin's wife is still upset and won't come to family gatherings. The holidays are coming up and everyone will ask where she is when she doesn't show up. My cousin is mad because he'll be in the middle and forced to explain her absence diplomatically. Am I the asshole?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna go with situationally, yes.
Like I get the wife's side. Like especially
Yeah.
if you're not like close to her. Like if you don't really know her personality, and then she'd be like, oh, like
Although
it's like
I guess if you're just stopping by, you're clearly close if you're just stopping by for unexpected visits, right?
no, I mean
No?
like close like relationship.
Like relationship wise, yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like you'd have to be like pretty close just to drop by someone's house, right?
No.
I would be terrified to just go to someone's house I kind of know. I don't know. That's just me, maybe. Yeah. Sean's like, I just drop by anyone's house.
Dropping off
Tell me where the
Sean's house.
pregame is. Oh, whatever. Okay.
Sorry, continue.
No, but like, you know, I could see where, you know, if you don't know her very well and like she barely knows you and like the first time you see her house, you give her like some cleaning supply, she's going to be like, whoa, like what do you, she's going to think it's like a shady gift. You know, you're trying to drop
That's
some
why.
hints. So like, I guess when you get something like that, at least when I first saw this, you know, I was thinking like, you know, wedding registry wise, you know, like it's like something on their wish list. You already know that they want it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like getting somebody you don't really know that well. Like, oh, like here's a makeover. Like, whoa, why do I need a makeover? You know what I mean? What are you trying to say?
You trying to say I'm ugly?
Yeah.
I think I lean more towards asshole.
Oh, just full
I
on.
wouldn't. Yeah, see, I wouldn't go full on, but that's just me.
Well, so here's my reasoning why. So if it was like we got my cousin and his wife this for Christmas as like a joint gift for both of them. This was like, it's her birthday. You're getting it for her. You're saying this is your job to clean the house kind of thing. It's heavily implied that you were the reason the house is messed up kind of thing. If it was a joint gift for both of them, that's where I'm like, okay, you know, you're jointly being like, hey, I know you guys are both busy. Here's something to help you guys with the house. But this is like directed towards her.
Yeah, I think I'm right with you. Unless explicitly said, don't get cleaning supplies as a gift. Like, imagine if somebody just gave you, like, y'all had zero conversation about it, and somebody just gave you a fucking vacuum. Like, can you imagine, like yo,
clean your house.
what? Or just like a mop. They brought a mop to your birthday. You'd be like, whoa.
Unless you'd previously said, I'd love a mop.
Yeah,
you know,
like oh
so
man,
I
I want
clean the
one of
house.
those, you know, mopping robots that fucking just mop while I'm at work or whatever. But just no conversation, just opening up a fucking mop. Yeah, okay. I'm with you, Josh.
The only
Okay,
asshole in
cool.
this story is the goddamn husband who refuses to fucking clean.
He's definitely an
That's
To be
asshole.
fair, he was raised that way. He's trying to learn.
Well,
He's trying.
He's in his late 30s. Like it's you're trying to break habits. He sucks for never figuring it out prior. But I mean, I put the blame more on his dad than on him.
Yes, I agree. I think he should learn faster.
yeah.
Yeah, they have been married for 5 years, huh?
I'm
That's
still
what they
going.
say.
I'm still gonna go with situational asshole. I think the intent was pure.
Intent was pure.
Well, this is the situation.
Yeah.
This is the situation.
No, but I mean, like, I think the intent was pure. Like that was just the hey, this is I know you're busy type of shit. But I don't know. Like I just don't. I'm not gonna label them like a full blown asshole for
It's
doing
just-
something like that.
Intrinsic, is that the word I'm thinking of? Just like
Sure.
yeah, that's just, even if you're pure of heart, when there's zero conversation about it, maybe you had the conversation with the cousin, him saying like, oh, my bad, it's not as clean. Maybe that was, you're like, oh, okay, so he wants help. But
also like,
it was
if I
her
ever-
gift.
yeah, that's where I'm like,
And if you
it's
didn't have a
directed towards
conversation
her.
with her, then it's like, oh, I just got a fucking mop.
So it's like a backhanded gift, pretty much. That's what y'all.
It seems to her that she got a backhanded gift because she never had the conversation.
yes, that's kind of where I'm coming from. Where it's like it's a gift for her only. It's not a gift for them. If it was a gift for them, it'd be like Christmas or
Or
something
like
where
a
they got
house,
them both something,
if it was a housewarming gift,
or a housewarming. Yeah,
that would be
exactly.
great. Because even as a Christmas joint gift, unless you have talked to both of them about it, I highly advise to not get cleaning supply. Like,
Yeah.
just take the like expensive, nice robot out. Just a vacuum, I'd be like, yo.
Yeah.
Vacuums are goddamn expensive.
No, vacuums are expensive. But if I just got
They are.
even if I got like those nice Dyson ones, if someone just gave me that, I'd be like, are you trying to say some shit? Like without
Yeah.
saying anything, just giving me a fucking vacuum?
Yeah.
Damn it, everyone sucks here. Why the fuck did you give it to Goodwill? Give me that.
I mean, that's a little
Yeah,
far,
but that's
I
also
get where
petty
she's coming
revenge.
from.
That is petty.
R
Yeah.
slash
Yeah,
petty
yeah, yeah.
revenge. She has a post
She's
there.
writing on that one.
Yeah, my fucking husband's cousin tried to say my house was dirty. Well, guess what?
My lazy ass husband and his cousins. Yeah, I got I personally got a Roomba for my parents a while ago, but this was like I had been living with them and they had brought it up many times because they have a dog, hairs everywhere.
Yes.
And they were like how they both had to like vacuum and stuff like that. And I was like, oh well, this would be like, and like and so I asked them, I was like, would you enjoy like a robot vacuum? And they were like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And so then for that Christmas, I got them that because it was like we'd had a conversation. It wasn't directed at anyone, and it was for both of them. And I was like, and they love it. It helps keep the house tidy and a little less work for them. So there's a right way to do it. Is all I'm saying.
Intention was pure. Execution was ass.
Yes.
That's probably
and they are ass for that.
yeah, asshole-ish. I'm saying asshole-ish, just because I think
Okay.
there was a little pure intention there.
That's fair. Also, just on a side note, I wouldn't go to someone's house unexpectedly and just expect their house to be clean.
Oh yeah, goddamn it!
You know
Like,
what I mean?
I got mess all over the house. Like
Yeah.
shit. If you open my door, I'm like, oh, there's trash there all the time.
Like I try to keep my house tidy, but there are definitely times where we get busy and it's just
Yeah,
like,
like,
it's
damn.
not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if someone came over, I'd be embarrassed.
You gotta give me
But
like 3 to 5 business days if you gotta let me know that you're coming over. And I still wouldn't promise that it's gonna be super tidy.
it might be clean.
Yeah.
Just don't open that door because everything is put there now.
All right. Moving on to our last story. This one is from myself. I go off the grid this one, guys.
You're an asshole?
I'm an asshole because I broke the rules.
Ooh.
As you guys know, I have occasionally dabbled in Am I the Devil? Devil worshipping,
Hail Satan.
satanic stuff. And so I was on Am I the Devil this week, just browsing, seeing what kind of stories there were. And usually it's Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Usually it's Am I the Asshole stories.
Did you write one
But
yourself?
this one caught my eye. This one caught my eye. And so I felt we should do it even though it's not an Am I the Asshole story, but it is an Am I the Devil story.
I'm scared.
Are you guys okay with this?
So I was sacrificing some goats.
No. It comes from unpopular opinion. So it's a cross post on Am I the Devil? The title is I think we get women-splained all the time. So you guys know mansplained.
Yeah.
So you know where this is going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, they need to explain shit because men are idiots.
I mean, you kind of got the story close.
Yeah.
But I figured we were on incels today, so we might as well just keep going with it,
Oh boy. All right, let's hear the shit.
So, before I wrote this post, I have been searching online if womansplaining is a thing and if there are some good examples. Most of the time they say it exists, but I couldn't find any good examples. But womansplaining is happening all the time, and it already starts at a very young age. Oh, God.
Sounds like a
So-
nice guy.
Yeah. Well, let me take you back to my previous weekend. I was at a party. Everyone had some beers. There was some nice music in the background, and in general, I was having a good time. At some time, they started making snacks. First, we had some oven snacks and made some cheese blocks, but then started to make mini cheese pizzas.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was put in the oven for about 10 minutes, and they were finished, and getting them out of the oven was already a lot of work. To get the plate out of the oven, you had to tilt it a bit, and therefore all the pizzas would fall on the bottom of the oven. Therefore, we decided to get them out one by one. What kind of oven is this?
You got like an easy bake oven going
What
on?
kind of
or
plate
some
is
shit?
this?
I'm so confused. Like,
You didn't put it on
Use
a
it.
baking tray? You fucking
real?
savage.
there's spatulas. I don't know. There's so many things wrong with this. You may have guessed this already, but 10 minutes wasn't enough, and the middle of the pizza was still frozen. Then we realized we didn't preheat the oven and didn't put the right temperature. The normal, not that sober mistakes. I don't know what that means. I think he meant when you're sober, you don't make those mistakes, but
Yeah, he's just saying, oh, like, drunken
Yeah, it was
mistakes,
just
but not drunk.
it's just worded horribly.
Worded like he's drunk at the moment.
He might be. He might be.
He ordered like he needed some shit explained to him.
Also, by the time this mistake had happened, the explaining why this got fucked up seems reasonable.
Right.
You guys
it's like,
didn't know how to preheat
fucking
an oven,
preheat oven.
or take a pizza out of the oven. It sounds like y'all need some explaining.
Also, you have the weirdest oven in history.
What do you got? Come
I
on,
have
like
a feeling it's a normal oven. They're just dumb.
Why are they tilting it? I don't understand.
They're tilting the plate? Is that what they said?
I don't know. I could decipher it really. I think he is drunk writing this maybe, but anyway. So we were having a discussion and no one wanted to get the pizzas back in the oven one by one. So I guess they got them out. They have to put them back in.
oh my god.
Also, if they're frozen, if they're mini pizzas, how did you fuck? I mean, I guess,
How do
yeah,
you
you
fuck
didn't
this up?
preheat it.
I have fucked this up, to be honest. Back in college, we put a pizza in. It was supposed to be frozen, but we had taken it out way too early, forgot about it, then put it in the oven, and it just like sagged down through the grate.
Oh.
Do y'all not
So
use
it looked
baking
like-
sheets?
I was gonna say, like, y'all got like trays?
Listen, dude, I was 18.
Motherfucker don't need
I was not smart. We didn't think about
I
it.
think that's common sense.
Yeah. I was dumb. I'll admit it. So this is the moment. I decided to say I was willing to put them on a plate and try to block the fall of the pizza with a piece of baking paper. I knew the risks, and then it happened. I slightly burned myself while I was trying to get the pizzas in, and the whole time nearly burning myself, my friends were laughing. From the other side of the room, a girl joins in the conversations and it starts to explain to me that it was dangerous what I was doing and that I could burn myself again. A common sense, I think.
That is not woman-splaining. That is just
No, that's just being like, hey, maybe don't hurt
that's a
yourself.
good Samaritan saying like, hey, you've been burned once. Don't
Yeah.
get burnt twice.
She was acting as if I was stupid, but I was just taking a calculated risk. But she really thought I was stupid.
Calculated risk is just another word for being
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then it hit me. Womansplaining is mostly when guys jokingly in a funny way to do something, a girl starts to explain that it's dangerous. We fucking know. When we go out with 5 friends in a shopping cart and race down a hill, nobody has to tell us that it's dangerous. When we want to fire fireworks from our ass cracks, no one has to tell us that it is dangerous. Jesus, this guy is an idiot. When we climb a tree to the top, we hear a cracking sound, we know. When we try to drink more alcohol in a drinking competition, we know. When we are working on electricity in the house and decide not to take the power off, that's just stupid, we know. And when we get shocked, don't tell us we should have put the power off, we know. Womansplaining is a bigger problem than most of us realize. And that is that dumbass unpopular opinion.
There's a reason why women live longer because men like this. And
yeah.
I don't think that person was essentially like women-splaining. It was just being someone that says like, hey, don't hurt yourself. And it's not even, okay, and the situations that they provided, ain't no way in hell a woman is near you anyways, because those are some dumb shit that you were pulling off. And chances are, they're not going to tell you, hey, that's dangerous. Hello, that's fucking obvious. They're probably there to laugh at your record and say like, wow, look at these idiots. So,
Yeah. It's probably just mostly people with empathy being like, hey, I worry about your safety. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that could be anyone. And I think you're just misogynistic. So if you hear a woman say it, you're like, oh, that's womansplaining. But if one of your buddies was like, hey, that's stupid, you'd be like, oh, they're just bugging me. Like, it's the same thing, dude.
Think of it as like, I'm not saying like everyone can have maternal instincts, but it's the same thing that your mom would tell you anyways. Like, hey, don't eat that from the floor. Hey, don't touch that shit. It's fucking hot.
I mean,
that's
my dad
Both
does
my
that.
parents.
Yeah, my dad is like, hey, dumbass, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
It's just
Maybe don't put a fork in the electrical outlet.
Hey, you're gonna break that, you idiot. Like, it's the same thing that your dad or mom would do.
I think this guy's just a straight dumbass. Like, there's no explanation behind it. Actually, that explains a lot. You're a dumbass.
Yeah. One comment says, pointing out that you're being an idiot is not womansplaining.
No, that's self-realization, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's once you're like 25, you usually like grow out of that and you realize, oh, hey, maybe I won't do stuff that will harm me.
But guess what? That's growth. You're doing good.
Any comments, Sean? Any?
No, it's just, to be honest, I don't fully understand the concept of mansplaining either. I just know it's like guys that over-explain stupid shit.
Let me mansplain to you what mansplaining is.
Okay. Because I'm like,
So-
is a man explaining anything, or?
So no, it's a man who is explaining down to a woman usually. So they usually are like, so if a woman's like, hey, I play video games, and then a man goes, oh yeah, sure you do, and then it goes on to explain what video games are or something like that. Like that's a dumb example. But
like I think I've heard like a girl in a comic book shop, and then they're like, so actually Namor is blah blah blah, and like I'm here buying a Namor comic. I think I know.
Exactly. It's guys who assume they know more than a woman in a certain topic or field or anything really.
It happens. It happens a lot in like sports where it's just like, oh, you're a baseball fan. Oh, and then they go like on a rabbit hole. It's like, oh, you can't be a baseball fan. No, what happened in 1940? Blah blah. You're not. It's like that little. It gives me the ick.
Okay.
Now I will say this: it's not mansplaining if, like, say you're into baseball and she's not into baseball, and you're explaining baseball to her.
That is just
that's not mansplaining.
That's explaining. Yeah.
You're just, you're explaining to another person who you equally respect. That's what it is.
So
you're not
pretty much
talking down
whenever
to
you're
someone.
explaining something but being really condescending because they're a woman.
There you go.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
so
what mansplaining is.
These women are just explaining. I don't think she's very concerned. She's not talking down on you. She's just like, hey, you burned yourself already. Maybe let's find a solution to where nobody has to get burned.
And goddamn it, if women'splaining involves care for another person, there needs to be more women'splaining all over the world.
I agree. I think there needs to be more women'splaining.
Or
If
just
it's about like your
explaining.
safety and just overall care about you, why don't you like that?
Yeah, exactly. So there are a couple comments I want to get to because some people are just like, because he listed a bunch of stupid shit at the end there. And so a bunch of people jumped on that bandwagon. So they said, when we're teabagging a sleeping polar bear barefoot on an ice rink, we know. When we start spinning around so fast, making ourselves dizzy in shop class next to a bandsaw, we know. When we jokingly push each other onto subway platforms when a train is coming, we know.
My God.
Oh, so that is me going off the grid there, guys. I hope that was okay.
We allow it.
Okay, nice. Will the Wikimaniacs allow it? That'll be the real question.
Be the real test.
That is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Were these people assholes or were they badasses? I think that's the sign out now going forward. Let us know in the comments on YouTube or in our Discord or on Reddit. If you want to hear more, please consider subscribing to the show and giving us a rating and review on whatever platform you are on, or you can share the podcast with a friend. I know a lot of couples listen. So shout out to the couples that listen to our podcast. Yeah, I enjoy that. Sienna listens and then she comes back and is like, I disagree with you on this point, or I agree with you on this point. She lets me know.
Juliet only listens when I talk shit about her, so she's going to listen now.
Okay, cool.
Love
Nancy,
you.
I think,
We'll
just
send it to
full
her.
on listens now. She laughs with us. So.
Wow, she listens
Hell yeah.
more than you.
I mean, literally anybody listens more than me.
Nancy, write a review letting me know that I'm your favorite.
Oh, there's going to be more in that
And then
household.
Sean will have to call you racist on the podcast.
I'll do it. She knows.
Would you live to see another day?
She came to me and she was like, I'm fucking dying at this bit that the one person is racist for liking Josh and Sienna.
That's funny. So she wouldn't do it. She'd know she'd get the heat.
She's seen me yell at the person who wrote
She's
the
seen
review.
the rage.
She's seen the rage. after I raged out on y'all on that Patreon cameo, shout out to our patron for having that video of my
Siddhartha.
yeah, Siddhartha
we
for
did
having my
did
10-minute
a-
rage video. She was like, "Is everything okay?" Afterwards, she was like, "Are you Josh and John good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I found a really funny bit, and I wouldn't let it go." She was like, "You were loud for a long time."
Yeah, we did a cameo for Siddhartha, and Sean thought it would be a funny bit to rage out on us.
And it was
for
an
like
epic rant.
10 minutes straight. It was good.
It wasn't fully, what am I? I would say, stepping back, it was well deserved. Still, I
I feel
doubled
like
down.
there's
We were
like
being
truth
dicks.
behind it.
I doubled down. Yeah, it was a worked shoot
Yeah.
for all my wrestling fans.
Sean is I'm telling you, Sean is the improv king, man. That's what I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Yeah, absolutely is. Don't forget you can subscribe to Patreon to get shout out cameos. I think that's the $10 tier.
Yes.
But we also have $5 tier if you want just ad-free episodes and bonus content.
Wow.
So go sign up to support us at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. And don't forget, you submit your own Am I the Asshole stories or whatever stories you want on our subreddit. You can cross-post them to our subreddit. And then we'll react, as well as other Wikimaniacs get to upvote and react.
Yeah.
We get to see what people want to hear. So go check that out.
If you're a $10 patron, like, let us know what you want from us. Just give us a guide.
No, put a little bit of
A disclaimer, not
context around
everything. Like,
We're talking.
we'll do a lot of things, but not everything.
I'll send you a picture of my burnt foot.
Yes, we have that on the chat. So
I burnt my foot really bad this week, so it's gross. I sent it to John and Sean.
I do not like it.
You know
I'm
when
gonna
you like
delete it.
overcook a hot dog?
Jesus. My foot looks like a hot dog. That's what we've learned this week.
Oh man.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, Sean has a podcast, Shots and Thoughts.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
go check that one out. He tells the story of his colonoscopy. So if you want visuals, he gets into it.
Get it. Also, you hear what my co-host Ryan has done in a gas station bathroom, and it's not
Holy
pretty.
shit.
He destroyed it, to spoil it a little bit. Yeah, and Wednesday's episode, check those out. Let us know what you think of them. We're testing them out for a little bit, see what you guys think, and if they do well, we'll keep doing it.
Oh yeah, Nancy told me that I have to do those. She said if John and
you
Josh
gotta-
are doing it, you have
You
to
gotta
do
do
those.
it now.
So
We'll have you on one.
yeah,
I like the back and forth, so
yeah, we'll just switch
yeah,
every
we could-
once in a while. Or
we can
something
switch it
like-
up.
Yeah.
Pair up every once in a while.
Or us three all together. Why can't we all
No,
three together?
John.
God damn it.
No, John.
No.
Wow.
That's the rule.
My parents are fighting.
Daddy.
This is your fault, Sean.
All you do is make us fight.
Trigger warning.
No one's listening at this point.
Oh wait,
anyway.
I
Thank
know.
you,
I know.
Wikimaniacs.
Wait, one more.
Oh, okay.
No one else. I know no one's listening, but check out the rest of the Cultivate. I'm holding my back scratcher, but check out the rest of Cultivate Podcast Network. We have a bunch of amazing shows. So if you guys want to listen, if you fuck with us, you'll fuck with them. So you'll love hearing from the rest.
100%. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for listening. Thank you, John and Sean, for your input. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean coming